Dear publishers from Malaysia, it's really nice to meet you here digitally. As a Vice President of the Beijing International Book Fair, I would like to invite you to Beijing and help you do business with Chinese publishers. My colleague Yani will give a brief introduction about BIBF and the Chinese market. I'm looking forward to seeing you, Beijing.
Hi, publishers from Malaysia. My name's Yani. I work for the Beijing International Book Fair. First, please allow me to extend our gratitude to Kota Buku to organize this meeting and let us have the chance to tell you more about Chinese market. Today, I'm going to give you a brief introduction of Chinese publishing industry, the book retail market, and BIBF. First, let's look at the publishing industry. The managing body of Chinese publishing industry is State Administration of Press, Publications, Radio, Film, and Television. They are responsible for copyrights protection, ISBN, import and export, and other regulations for the publishing industry. Altogether, we have 583 authorized state-owned publishing companies and corporations, of which over 200 of them are based in Beijing. Each province has their provincial publishing group, which includes publishers of all subjects in this province. And the private publishers are becoming a very strong force in this industry. They act as the third-party packager for the state-owned publishers. There are many of bestseller books have private publishers' involvement. They are dealing with the rights purchase, book campaign, and distribution for state-owned publishers. Now, let's shift to Chinese book retail market in 2015. There were 197,000 new books published in 2015. Total retail book sales exceeded 50 billion yuan, that's about 772 million US dollars. Physical stores and online stores both grew. Retail store sales increased to 34.4 billion yuan, approximately 531 million US dollars. Over the past few years, as the commercial marketing of book retail has gradually matured and online booksellers have risen in phenomenon in China. In 2015, online bookstore sales revenue amounted 28 billion yuan, about 431 million US dollars, achieved 33% increase than the previous year. Here are the three major online retailers you should know. They are Dangdang.com, Amazon China, and JD.com. They have roughly 78% of total online bookstore sales. Then, what are the popular translated titles in China? First, the biographies. Take the Steve Jobs biography for example. 5 million copies sold since it was published. The bestseller like The Kite Runner has been on the bestseller list of literature for the past 9 years. New technology development like big data and VR technology. In many countries, books sold more than 10,000 copies can be called bestseller. But in China, popular means different level. There are some examples of popular children's books. The Magical School Bus from Scholastic was the bestseller on Dangdang for a long time. 193,700 copies sold in a single promotion day. The market is huge and with great potential. Then how should you penetrate it? First, you can sell your printed books. Only the government-authorized books import and export companies can sell books published in other countries. 2. Selling rights. You can sell rights to both state-owned and private publishers, or apply for copyright registration number and ISBN from state-owned publishers. 3. Forming joint ventures. For example, Macmillan and 21st Century Publishing House in China, they formed a joint venture, and also Hachette from France and Phoenix from Hunan. 4. Setting up representative offices. Like Penguin, they established their Beijing office like 10 years ago, and also the Pearson, Cambridge, those kind of university prices. Here are 2 tips from Houghton Mifflin Harcourt for right stealing. They sold 150 rights during 1 week in Beijing. First, mind your backlist. Chinese publishers are not only interested in your new titles. Mind your backlist and select the ones which meet the requests of this market. And the second tip, attract with awards, since the award books are the proven success to Chinese publishers, so it's more likely for them to follow those award books. When we talk about the rights, Beijing International Book Fair might become a good starting point. First, I want to talk about the difference. BIBF is a trade fair. It's pretty similar as London or Frankfurt, but because the CNPIEC background, we offer something very unique. CNPIEC stands for China National Publications Import and Export Group Corporation. We are the largest book import and export company in China. CNPIEC is the organizer of this fair. So, BIBF is able to purchase some exhibitors' books. And also, we offer print-on-demand service for exhibitors' books and catalogs. Here are some data from 2015 BIBF. At BIBF, you can meet all the important people from all sectors of the publishing business. 95% of the Chinese publishers exhibit at BIBF. Among all exhibitors, the percentage of Chinese and international exhibitors are almost 50 to 50, and half of our international publishers are from Asia. The newly added Children's Hall was a great success last year. Chinese children's publishers used to exhibit with their big corporate groups. Very hard to find them. But last year, most of them had their own stand. The results are good. Around 1,000 rights agreements were signed. Also, at this area, we organized a 1,500 square meter picture book exhibition. This exhibition has over 10,000 titles in 13 different languages. BIBF also organized networking sessions to help publishers make the connection. We have the Rights Managers Salon on the first night of the fair. You can meet the Chinese rights managers and schedule meetings for the next few days. We also have some industry forums like International Publishers Forum, International Digital Publishing Forum, International Children's Publishers Forum. For some of the exhibitors who are new to the fair, we also organize the roundtable meetings for different categories, like we find 10 Chinese publishers and 10 foreign publishers of the same category to sit together and introduce to each other. Since last year, we also focused more on literature events with more authors and more events. We welcome good authors from all over the world. Last year, we organized more than 50 authors' events in the bookstores and the University of Beijing during the fair, which turned out to be a great success. Now, let's look at some of the ways you can participate. You can buy row space, packaged stand, rights tables, independent publishers mini stand, and country organized collective stand. We worked with a lot of the organizers around the world for country collective stand. Countries and regions like Korea, Japan, USA, UK, France, Germany, Russia, Nordic countries, they all have their collective stand. Exhibit with a country collective stand is very convenient. They will take care of all the arrangements. In some countries, they have a government funding, so you can pay less. Also because their stand is big, so you might have a better location. Malaysian country stand is organized by Kota Buku. This is the picture of a Malaysian national stand on BIBF last year. This year, we also established the Children's Collective Stand especially for ASEAN publishers. The package includes the stand space, 2-day training, flight tickets, accommodation, business matchup, and the whole package will cost you about 3,000 US dollars. That's all for today's presentation. If you have any inquiries, please feel free to write to me.
Hi, publishers from Malaysia. I'm Yani, the manager of Sales and Marketing Department of Beijing International Book Fair. Thank you for watching this video, and we are very looking forward to seeing you soon in Beijing. Bye bye!